सरस्वती महाभागे वेदे कमललोचने विद्यारूपे विशालाक्षी विद्यां देहि नमोस्तुते विद्यां देहि नमोस्तुते विद्यां देहि नमोस्तुते.
Morning to everyone present here, teachers and students. I, Khadija Zahra of class AP, welcome you to the second day of science exhibition. Our topic remains the same: how to save the environment. Our environment is our responsibility. We must always remember that. Speaking of environment, all of us who have tuned in are about to lay our eyes on some mesmerizing projects and works made by students guided by respected teachers. When I say the words conserving environment, what comes to your mind? A practice intending and aiming to save nature, or something that is just overrated and not necessary? I really hope you went with the first thought. If you did, then let's find out some creative yet fascinating ways to do so. Today, we're going to look at some creative projects like a drip irrigation model, a solar cooker, a bioplastics model, a nuclear power plant, and many more. Thank you so much for joining, and let's begin.
Hello everyone, I am Trishri Ahuja and this is my model for Save Environment, Human Friend or Foe. As we see in today's world, diseases and infections are increasing on a rapid way, and the major reason for this are humans. The first slide shows that humans' activities have a huge negative impact on the Mother Earth, and humans are a foe to Mother Earth. The tears rolling down the eyes of the earth can easily depict that humans are a foe to Mother Earth. The second side is a happy side where all such activities like deforestation, diseases and infections are under control. It depicts that if humans adapt the idea of sustainable developments, they can become a friend to Mother Earth. Well, the title itself describes the whole model, and that is something attractive about it. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. My name is Akshit Mohan Saxena from class 8C. This is my science project. This is to demonstrate drip irrigation. Drip irrigation is a process of irrigating plants or watering plants. It is a very effective method for using in the places with water shortage. It saves time, labor and water. It irrigates the plants drop by drop, minimizing the wastage of water. Let me show you how it works. So this is a bottle used as a tank, and this pipe goes along with the plants and has holes on particularly a distance which drops the water particularly on the plant. And the cap will help me in controlling all the flow in the pipe. As I will open the cap, it will release the pressure and the water will flow through the pipe and it will water the plants drop by drop slowly. So let me show you how it works. Here I am opening the cap. As the cap is open, the pressure has been released and the water is flowing. Here you can see the water has started dropping. Here it is forming a droplet, and as it will drop, it will water the plant particularly and will save water. So this is a very effective method in saving environment, and everywhere we should use it. Thank you and have a nice day.
Hi, I am Suman Sharma from class 7C. Here I have non-working model on bioplastic from bio-waste. So what is bioplastic? Bioplastic is a plastic which is made from plant source. Now the question is, why should we use bioplastic? Here are some advantages why should we use bioplastic. renewable, reduce carbon footprint, low energy manufacture, no greenhouse gas, degradable, low fuel consumption, increase soil fertility. Here I have model on bioplastic from bio-waste. The process starts with growing plants. Then the waste potatoes are cleaned with the help of cleaning machine. Then the clean potatoes are cut into small pieces so the starch come out. Then the process of centrifugation is done. With the help of centrifugation, we get the protein as the bioproduct. And the starch fiber is separated by the sieving process. The starch fiber is allowed to pass through the cyclone separator and we get the starch powder. Then the starch is gone into air dryer, then we get the dried starch powder. Then the dried starch powder go into airtight hydration tank. Further, the starch powder is obtained used to form the final product, that is bioplastic. The water is added which act the solvent to make the starch powder. Then we add acetic acid which provide homogeneity, glycerin which provide flexibility to the bioplastic. Ultimately we get the bioplastic which can model according to your need. We can make crockery, cutlery according to our need. Here are some applications we can use bioplastic in: medicine, packaging, agriculture, catering products. We can save our environment by using bioplastic as it is biodegradable. From next time when you go to buy any plastic product, ask for bioplastic. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, myself Arnav Sinha and I am from class 8C, and in this science exhibition I have prepared one water filter. So let me tell you how it works. So this water filter has 4 layers which are gravels, pebbles, charcoal and sand respectively, and whenever we put water into this water filter, the first layer removes all the big suspended particles which are twigs, leaves. The second layer, which is made up of pebbles, it always removes some smaller particles which are dirt and mud. And the third layer, which is made up of charcoal, it absorbs all the impurities from the water. And fourth and the last layer, which is made up of sand, it removes all the small particles which can't be seen by the naked eyes. So let me show you one example. I have a glass of dirty water in hand, and I am pouring it into this water filter, and now you can see it is clearly empty. So I have turned the tap on. Water is coming out of this, some clean water is coming out of this water filter, and now you can see some clean water has came out of this water filter. So how can this help the environment? This water filter has no use of electricity, whereas all the water treatment plants use electricity and sometimes even they are wasted. And this water filter doesn't use radiations, and this water filter also doesn't remove the minerals and the quality of water. So, and the things which are required to build this natural water filter are gravels, pebbles, charcoal, sand and one water dispenser.
Good morning all. My name is Amran. I am from class 6C. Today I am gonna show you my science project, the solar cooker.
Solar cooker is a device that uses the energy of direct sunlight to heat and cook food. Now I am going to cook food.
And this is dal and rice. It takes 2 hours to make it.
Now you can see food is cooked. Now let me tell you the benefits of solar cooker. No smell, no greenhouses gases, plenty of sunlight, no fuel cost, quick and easy, tastes amazing, no noise, good for health. Isn't it good for our environment? Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mehak.
And my name is Ishitarya. We are from class 6C.
Today we are going to tell you about organic farming and compost. So first I will tell you what is organic farming. Organic farming is the way of growing crops in harmony with nature. It can be understood as an agriculture method that doesn't make use of chemicals, fertilizers and pesticides. Farmers also add natural materials like minerals to increase the soil health. Organic farming is a step towards sustainable agriculture. Organic farming ensures that the earth remains unaffected due to harsh chemicals. This retains the soil's natural ability to thrive sustainably. Therefore, it contributes towards the preservation of the natural environment.
Now, I am going to tell you about crop rotation. Crop rotation is the practice of growing a series of dissimilar or different types of crops in the same area in sequence seasons. It is done so that the soil of farms is not used for only one set of nutrients. It helps in reducing soil erosion and increases soil fertility and crop yield.
Now, let us discuss the benefits of organic farming.
Now, I am going to tell you the benefits of organic farming, such as: first, it uses fewer pesticides. Second, it helps in reducing soil erosion. Third, decreases nitrate leaching into groundwater. Fourth, recycles animals' waste back into the farm, etc. Now, let us discuss about composting.
Compost is a mixture of ingredients used to fertilize and improve the soil.
Compost is commonly prepared by kitchen waste such as vegetable or fruit peels.
We have grown some plants using the compost made by us, such as tulsi, brinjal, lemon, and ladyfinger. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. I am Yashvi Sharma from class 7C. Today I will be explaining you my types of pollution model by telling some lines on it. So, I have made a factory which is releasing some toxic gases which are made up of carbon dioxide and methane. These are very harmful for our environment as it causes air pollution. Air pollution raises our earth temperature and damages our lungs, liver, brain, kidneys and etc. Secondly, I have made a water tank which is filled with very dirty water and the mixture of sewage which is coming from this factory, and this water is also going in this river and this field area also, and this cow is also drinking this water, so it can affect her health and the crops and vegetation will be affected by this dirty water only. Thirdly, I have made a noise pollution pole which affects noise pollution, and noise pollution affects ear-hearing patient and infant babies. Fourthly, I have made a land pollution area which is filled with very dirty garbage, and this affects soil pollution and underwater issues. As you have listened my video, so we should also take some steps to stop the pollution, like treating the factory waste and planting more and more trees so that the noise will be absorbed by the trees.
Wow, we looked at some astounding projects. It seemed like a big explosion of creativity. They were also interesting and impressive. At the same time, the execution of these projects was very captivating. I hope all of us learned something new and enjoyed. Now it's time for a short break. Please enjoy.
Hello everyone, I am Agrini Avasti from class 8D. Today I am going to do leaf painting.
Hello everyone, I am Sarthak Madhesha of class 8B. Today I am going to show my science project, that is the pollution catcher. We know that in our environment the pollution is increasing day by day and different type of pollutants like dust particles, carbon particles are also increasing. So basically pollution catcher is a machine that helps in catching these tiny dust particles and pollution particles from the air. It is just like when wind blows, the tiny dust particles sticks to different sticky surfaces. The uses of pollution catcher: it helps in cleaning the air, it helps in measuring the quantity of pollutants in our surroundings. Now I will show you my project. This is a cardboard box, this is an exhaust fan, this is a switch, and there is a plastic sheet with some petroleum jelly on it and some glitters as pollution particles. As soon as I turn on this fan and sparkle some glitter on it, it gets sticks to the plastic sheet inside the box. See, it gets stuck. Thank you.
Everyone, my name is Mudit Parmar from class 7C. Today I am gonna show you my science project. The name of the project is Radiation Impact on Our Environment. I have used one cardboard, chart papers and some plastic toys to show human and animal section. First of all, I would like to describe that what is radiation. Radiation is an energy that comes from the source and travels through space at the speed of light. This energy has a magnetic field and an electric field. Associated with it, it also has wave-like properties. Radiation impact on environment. Biological effects of radiation are most common to human and animal. Experimental studies on human and animal have shown that radiation may suppress the functions of immune system. It also damages animal tissues. Exposure to very high level of radiation may acute health effects on human such as skin burn, acute radiation syndrome. It can also have long-term effects such as cancer, cardiovascular disease, etc. I would like to describe that how to overcome this radiation. Keep your phone 2 to 3 meters away while sleeping at night. If you are alone, use speakerphone or headset. While you are calling to someone and they answers, put your phone on your ears. While you are calling, switch the sides of your phone on your ears. Avoid the use of phone when low signal. I hope you like my project. Thank you for watching and listening my video.
Hello everyone, I am Anshul from class 6C. Let us understand what is global warming, its causes and ways to reduce its effect. Let us discuss the causes of greenhouse effect. First, the greenhouse effect is a natural process of the sun warming the earth's surface. The greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide trap the sun heat and cause the global temperature to rise, otherwise known as global warming. Now, do you know why is greenhouse effect harmful? The greenhouse effect is harmful to so many different ecosystems of our planet as humans continue doing the activities to add carbon dioxide gases into the atmosphere and nature by burning coal, fossils, fuels, by producing trash, and greenhouse makes the earth little less inhabitable for us. That leads to what you call global warming. The causes of global warming are transportation, power plant, deforestation, oil drilling, farming agricultural activities, and emission of smoke from the factories. And of course, the greenhouse gases are the main reason for the global warming. Due to global warming, there will be declined water supplies, reduced agricultural yields, health impact to cities due to the heat, flooding and erosion in coastal areas, and animals and plants are dying. Now, to stop this, we should also less down the electromagnetic waves that are harmful and can affect our body's nervous system function and can damage our cells. We can stop it by disable wireless functions, replace wireless with wired devices, keep EMF devices at distance, use your smartphone safely, and prioritize sleeping areas. And 10 simple things to avoid global warming are: change a light, which will save a much of carbon dioxide; drive less, use public transport; reduce, reuse and recycle more; use less hot water; check your tires; plant more and more trees; turn off your electronic devices; avoid a product with a lot of packaging; use of solar power; and shrink your carbon profile. So by implementing this and by individual change, we can save our earth and our environment. Plant a tree and get oxygen for free. Save earth, save yourself. If you will disturb the nature will disturb you. Don't make your surroundings dirty. Global warming will bring disaster for you. Pollution is not a joke. Pollution will make you choke. Global warming, we have a solution. Stop pollution. Thank you.
Good morning, my respected teachers and all my friends. I am Anushka Gupta of class 8E. Today I am here to show you all my science project, which is based on the principle of agricultural farming using solar energy. It not only has the benefit of saving the environment, but it also helps the farmers, such as it significantly reduces the farmers' reliance on hydropower. This can help divert water from hydropower to irrigation solutions, reducing groundwater usage. Solar energy creates clean, renewable power from the sun and benefits the environment. Alternative to fossil fuels reduce carbon footprints, reducing greenhouse gases around the globe. It lessens global warming and has the advantage of better soil. It has less electricity bill and low maintenance cost, which helps the farmers and saves the money of them. Now let me show you all my project. This is a solar panel from which the electricity is being conducted to run the water pump. This solar panel has a switch attached to it. This is the agricultural field, and here are the plants for which the water will be used. Now let's see how it works. And the water is now being pumped by the water pump and is reaching the fields through the pipe attached and can be used to irrigate the fields. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. This is Janvi Modi from class 6th. Let us bring nature to our home. My experiment ecosystem in a bottle is taking us one step closer to the nature. Let us first understand what is ecosystem. Ecosystem is a community or group of living organisms that live in and interact with each other in specific environment. Now you might be puzzled that how does an ecosystem works in a bottle or a jar? This really works very nice as the sealed space creates an entirely self-sufficient ecosystem in which plant can survive by performing photosynthesis to recycle nutrients. Now let us see how to make an ecosystem in bottle. First you need to take 2 bottles. Then cut the upper portion of first bottle and the lower portion of another bottle. Now take one bottle cap and make a hole in that so that you can put a cotton string in that. Now put soil and plant a tree or seed in that. Now your last step is to fill the last bottle with the water and fix it, and you are done. To such an ecosystem,
We can add aquatic animals like shrimp or fishes, etc. to the bottom of the bottle, as researchers has found that presence of aquarium reduces blood pressure, lowers anxiety levels, etc. Due to civilization, we had disturbed nature a lot, and we all facing consequences daily, like by raising the temperature and global warming, air pollution, etc. This ecosystem in bottle provides a small solution at home where you can relax and rejuvenate. Hope that this experiment will give you a way at home to be a part of nature. Save environment. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. My name is Suryansh Kushwaha and I am from class 6B. Today I'd like to focus your attention on future energy demand, that is nuclear power plants. Growth in population, economy and rapid urbanization will result in substantial energy demand in upcoming years. Studies have repeatedly shown that nuclear energy emits low amount of greenhouse gases while also producing a lot of energy. Now let us look at how do these things work. In a reactor, which is like this, there are some uranium fuel rods in which there are uranium pellets. The atoms inside of the uranium split, which makes the water nearby it hot, and then the water travels through a tube, and the water in this second tube, which is normal temperature, turns into steam and travels up through a pipe into a turbine. Then this turbine spins, spinning a generator, and electricity is produced. The leftover steam comes here, which goes here, and it is condensed back into water to use again. The extra heat produced by our hot water generator is taken out by the cooling towers. There are not only cooling towers but cooling domes, and you can also use nearby water sources. Here we have used cooling towers to display that. As a conclusion, we can say that the nuclear reactors are eco-friendly electricity generators. Even if they are very expensive to create or buy, they are cheap to run. So, as a conclusion, we can also say that nuclear energy is future. Thanks.
Good morning, teachers and my dear friends. My name is Anmol Sinha from class 6C, and today I will show you my project on apartment wastewater filtration system. Benefits of it. It is used to make energy. Second, it is used to make sand lying beds, which is very beneficial for crops. Third, it is used to make wastewater to a clean water. Now I will tell you how my whole process works. The wastewater goes to sequential filtration tank from which bottle cap and metal cap is removed. Then it goes to communicator from which paper is removed. Then it goes to grit chamber from which soil is removed by the process of sedimentation. Then it goes to primary clarifier from which sludge is removed by the help of gravitational force. Then it goes to aeration tank from which food diseases are killed. Then it goes to secondary clarifier from which activated sludge is removed. Both the sludge is reacted in the digester, which makes biogas. Biogas is used to make energy. Then it is got evaporated and makes sand lying bed, which is very beneficial for crops. Now we add some more chemical into it. Now we can drink this water. This is my whole model. This is my apartment and this is my filtration process, which is going to underground basis. Then now I will tell you how actually it works. I am pouring water into it. The water is going to this tank, and then it goes to this tank, and then it goes to this tank. This is my sequential filtration tank. This is my panning tank. This is my grit chamber tank. This is my primary clarifier tank. This is my aeration tank, and this is my last drinking water tank. We can use aeration tank water for plants also. Hope you like my project.
morning everyone. Myself Vedant Pawar from class 8C and today I am going to tell a very important information about an hologram. First information.
How are holograms used today?
Holograms are used a lot more than the average person might think. It is still used to create images of peoples, objects, animals, etc. It is also used in credit cards and driver license. Barcodes on items such as food and home appliances are also holograms used to make sure nothing gets stolen. Second information.
Why do we need holograms?
A hologram represents a recording of information regarding the light that came from the original scene as scattered in a range of directions rather than from only one direction as in a photograph. Third information.
How do holograms benefit society?
Holograms are basically complex optical devices that basically give incredible benefits to commercial security market. This technology helps in displaying three-dimensional images from side to side, and it can also help bank employees in detecting the originality of the notes. Hope you find this video informative. Thank you and have a nice day.
Wow, what a beautiful explanation of projects. Now, as you know that art plays role in education, it has also contributed to the beauty of plates. That's how the power of art has made our life comfortable. So let's take out a moment to watch master art.
School Middle Wing are truly humbled by your numerous insightful contribution to this event. Your presence from all the way is highly appreciated. We value you for showing up on our special day. Thank you.